you're in for a bit of a treat. We're going to talk about enrichment for dogs and giving them something to do, stimulate their brains a little bit more. We're going to start out with one tip, but you're going to need a few things. The first thing you're going to need is some cheap meat. I've got mincemeat here or chicken. You're going to need a fruit. Depends on the size of your dog. So for Fizz, I'm going to use a pineapple. Now, I've chopped the top off and I've taken out the middle. What you do with that, I don't know. Do I look like Jamie Oliver? Store it, eat it. If you're anything like me, you've had too many chocolate biscuits as it is. So pineapple, good for you. You're going to keep the shell for the dog. You're also going to head down to your local butcher and ask them for some scraps and bones for your dog. Now, they might charge you for that, but hopefully not too much, okay? That's where you're going to start. Okay, once you've got all your gear and you're ready to go, the next thing to do is to smash up a couple of the chicken breasts in a blender. I've also got some tougher bits of meat that I'm going to keep whole, so I'll keep them to the side for just a minute. I've now got my mashed up chicken and I'm going to squeeze that into the pineapple. Going to put a little base layer on the inside, right down, push it all the way down so you fill the pineapple out. I'm also going to stuff in some of the harder meats in the different areas. If I've got a couple of small bones, I can put them in. Do remember, there is always a risk when you're using raw bones, or any bones, but raw bones are less risky than using cooked ones, so don't use cooked ones. Going to chop up the pineapple with more of that chicken. I know if you're a veggie, it's pretty freaking gross. That's what we're looking for. Sit. Good girl. Get your lips around that. Try not to take my fingers with it though, eh? There's a good girl. So now my pineapple is nice and stuffed. Now I can either give it to her like this, or I can freeze it and make sure that it's harder. That'll keep her occupied for a good 45 minutes to an hour once it's frozen. Good girl. Now if you've got a smaller dog, you can do the same thing. Just get an apple, core the apple and stuff that full. Okay? You can also use coconuts, anything that's not going to harm your dog. Just be careful you don't use anything that's toxic towards your dog. If you wait a few days until the pineapple's gone off a little bit, it actually goes a little bit soft on the outside. I'm not worried about this hurting her teeth or anything like that. What more do you want? Robert's your mother's brother. Bob's your uncle.